Hey everybody, Mama's back along with
Danny.
Welcome back to Fearsome Reactions. And if you just stumbled across us because it's the 3-day weekend and you had nothing else to do,
Welcome.
if you said Dead Poet Society, but
What's that?
if you love Dead Poet Society and saw the title but said, who the hell are these ladies?
Welcome.
All is invited to this party.
And Cutty too.
We are glad you're here. I don't know if you can see her, but look at Mommy Cutty. Look at Cutty.
She's like, no thanks.
Look at Cutty.
She's like, no thanks.
Okay. She doesn't like.
She's being held hostage.
She doesn't like to be held too much. Oh. We had taken last week off because this young lady was back at college or university, wherever, whatever you call it in your neck of the woods, and we kind of needed to stumble back into a routine with that. You okay over there?
Yeah.
Okay. But we are back, and what was I going to say? Oh, and look, for those of you who supported my gray hair and said it's healthier, just let it grow out. I love and appreciate y'all so very much. Couldn't do it. Not ready for it. Can't accept it.
She wasn't ready either.
She wasn't ready for it. Couldn't accept it. So here we are with it. A new look and also. Anyways, do you want to go ahead and tell them what tonight's feature film is?
Tonight's feature film is Dead Poet Society from 1989.
And I have never seen it.
I saw it freshman year of high school.
So she knows what it's about. I just know it has Robin Williams. I think he's a teacher. And I think I'm going to stumble across some people I recognize in this movie.
Oh, Lord, Cutty.
But I'm not something about a boys' school maybe, but I don't know like the premise of it or anything like that. We saw Good Morning Vietnam with Robin.
I didn't see the Birdcage. You saw it?
Nope, I
saw the Fisher King, so this is the fourth one.
So this will be the third for you and the fourth for me on the channel.
Yep.
Yes. So I guess with my limited knowledge, we could just go ahead and
hop right into it.
All right, y'all. Enjoy. At boys' school or boarding school, whatever they call it. Ethan Hawke. Sounds like a Scottish type of.
Himself an honours graduate.
Hey, Robin
And who
Williams.
for the past several years has been teaching at the highly regarded Chester School in London.
You just don't want to have to deal with your kids and you just send them away. That's all it is.
You have some big shoes to fill, young man. Your brother was one of our finest.
I hate that so much.
Lovely, Sarah.
Thank you. I'm so glad you like it.
Gail,
Tom.
good to see you again.
If my parent would have ever done that, I'd have never spoken to you again. I would have graduated out of there and vamonos. Like,
Right here. I'll do my best, sir.
no.
I'm surprised you don't recognize the son. Not that guy. The other one.
The one that was just on there? I do, but I can't remember if he was from like CIS, CSI, or something.
He's Wilson from House.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Business as usual, huh? Hey, I heard you got the new kid. Looks like a stiff. Oops.
Oh, my God.
Listen, don't mind Cameron. He's born with his foot in his mouth. You know what I mean?
Keep your seat. Neil, I've just spoken to Mr. Nolan. I think that you're taking too many extracurricular activities this semester, and I've decided that you should drop the school annual.
But I'm the assistant editor this year.
I'm sorry, Neil.
But, Father, I can't. It wouldn't be fair.
Fellas,
Okay, this dad's putting pressure on him. Dang.
Also, why are they treating the dad like he's an army sergeant?
Yeah.
don't you ever dispute me in public, you understand?
Father, I wasn't
After
disputing
you finish medical school and you're on your own, then you can do as you damn well please. But until then, you do as I tell you. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
I have a lot to say on this.
If you need anything, you let us know.
Yes, sir.
You're sending me away because you don't want to deal with us. But yeah, you can tell me what classes to take. I have a middle finger for you. And I could have done without a lot of boys in my high school who were annoying as hell, but I would not want to have gone to an all-girls school. Would have been worse. Okay, what's that about?
Well, come on.
Go, man.
If Robin Williams was telling me to go somewhere,
Go.
I'm
Follow.
going.
Yes.
Slightly more daring. Who captained my captain? Now, let me dispel a few rumors so they don't fester at the facts. Yes, I too attended Helton. I survived. And no, at that time I was not the mental giant you see before you. I was the intellectual equivalent of a 98-pound weakling. I'd go to the beach and people would kick copies of Byron in my face. If you listen real close, you can hear them whisper their legacy to you. Go on, lean in. Listen.
Can I help you?
He's like, oh, girl.
Hi. Knox Overstreet. Dr. Hager.
Hi.
This is the Danburys, right?
Are you here to see Jen?
Mrs. Danbury?
No.
Thank you, Chris. I'm Mrs. Danbury.
Excrement. That's what I think of Mr. J. Evans Pritchard. We're not laying pipe. We're talking about poetry. You're not gonna sing poetry like American Bandstand. Well, I like Byron. I give him a 42, but I can't dance to him. Now, I want you to rip out that page.
Oh.
Go on. Rip out the entire page. You heard me. Rip it out. Rip it out! Ripping of Mr. Pritchard! We'll perforate it. Put it on a roll. Rip it out. Rip!
Oh my gosh, guy. What are you doing? He has to make a clear rip.
What the hell is going on here? Miss Keating. Mr. McAllister.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were here.
I am.
So you are.
Bye-bye.
Okay, just leave.
Keep ripping, gentlemen.
You are here. Life exists in identity. The powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse.
And the Dead Poets Society.
Man most likely to do anything.
Die Man. Mr. K was a hellraiser. What's the Dead Poets Society?
I don't know.
Nothing, no other mention of it.
God.
What's the Dead Poets Society?
I doubt the present administration would look too favorably upon that. Into sucking the marrow out of life. That's a phrase from Thoreau we would invoke at the beginning of every meeting. See, we would gather at the old Indian cave, take turns reading from Thoreau, Whitman, Shelley, the biggies.
Say we go tonight.
Tonight. Wait a minute.
Everybody in?
Where's this cave he's
It's
talking
beyond the stream. I know where it is.
It's miles. Hurry on! All right.
Who's in?
Oh, come on, Neil. Hager's there.
Forget Hager. No. Who's in?
I'm in.
Women swoon. Charlie, tell me why they swoon. The meetings will be conducted by myself and the other new initiates now present. Todd Anderson, because he prefers not to read, will keep minutes of the meetings.
Don't keep anything back either. You guys are always bumming my smokes.
Razors?
Yeah. Wait a minute. You gave us half a roll. Come on.
A lot of you look forward to this about as much as you look forward to root canal work.
Huh.
We're going to talk about Shakespeare, someone who writes something very interesting. Now, many of you have seen Shakespeare done very much like this. Oh, Titus, bring your friend hither. You can also imagine maybe John Wayne is Macbeth going, well, is this a dagger I see before me? Why do I stand up here?
feel taller.
No. Thank you for playing, Mr. Dalton. I stand upon my desk to remind myself that we must constantly look at things in a different way. Silly or wrong, you must try. Now, when you read, don't just consider what the author thinks. Consider what you think.
What is that?
It's a play, Tommy.
I know that. What does it have to do with you?
All right, they're putting it on at Henley Hall. Open tryouts. Open tryouts.
Go do it, bud.
I'm gonna act. Mr. Keating has to say any shit to you, doesn't it?
What is that?
You're in the club. Being in the club means being stirred up, I think. You look about as stirred up as a cesspool.
You want me out?
No, I want you in. But being in means you gotta do something, not just say you're in.
I live to be the ruler of life, not a slave. To mount the scaffolds, to advance to the muzzles of guns with perfect nonchalance.
Come on, Charlie, let it fill your soul.
To indeed be a god! Charlie, I got the part! Ah! I'm gonna play Puck! I'm gonna play Puck!
What did he say?
Puck, yeah. The main part. Great deal.
I'm not gonna write it.
Oh, yes, I am.
Neil, you're crazy.
I am writing to you on behalf of my son. This is great.
Thank God for computers. Typewriters were not. I was not great at typing on a typewriter.
Were you just slow or?
Yeah, a little bit.
To Chris.
I see a sweetness in her smile. Bright light shines from her eyes. Just knowing that she's alive.
Hey, don't be discouraged, buddy.
No, that's stupid. It's a good effort. Touched on one of the major themes, love. Mr. Anderson, you're sitting there in agony. Come on, Todd, step up. Let's put you out of your misery.
I didn't do it. I didn't write it.
Yes, you did.
Mr. Anderson thinks that everything inside of him is worthless and embarrassing. Isn't that right, Todd? That's your worst fear. Barbaric yelp.
Go on, Todd.
Come
Yelp!
on, you can't yelp sitting down.
Ew.
Come on.
You yelp then.
No.
Oh, that's a mouse. Come on.
Let it out, Todd.
Oh, good God, boy, yell like a man.
There it is.
You see? You're a barbarian in you after all. Now, you don't get away that easy. Picture of Uncle Walt up there. What does he remind you of? Don't think. Answer.
I'm a madman.
What kind of madman? Don't think about it. Just answer again.
A crazy madman. With a stare that pounds my brain.
Oh, that's excellent. Now, give him action. Make him do something.
His hands reach out and choke me.
That's good. Wonderful, wonderful.
And all the time he's mumbling.
What's he mumbling?
Mumbling truth. Truth like a blanket that always leaves your feet cold.
Forget them. Stay with the blanket. Tell me about that blanket.
You push it, stretch it, it'll never be enough. You kick at it, beat it, it'll never cover any of us. From the moment we enter crying to the moment we leave dying, it'll just cover your face.
Oh, he's good with poetry.
And scream.
Oh, my favorite instrument.
What do you say we start this
That bring
meeting?
back memories.
Yeah, just, I need a light.
I would like to play it on my own, not when I'm forced to.
Yeah.
Poetrusis. Charles.
Well, you weren't forced to.
Well, yeah, kinda.
You wanted to play it.
And then I was forced to.
Because you were in band.
Yeah, but then you made me stay. Okay.
I thought you were all ballsy, sir.
The Danburys will hate me. My parents will kill me.
Oh, they have a payphone?
Well, that's a payphone, yeah.
I think I've used one of these before.
Hello, Chris? Hi, this is Knox Overstreet. I'm just glad I called. Would I like to come to a party? Well, sure. Okay, great. I'll be there, Chris. Friday night, at the Danburys. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'll see you. Bye.
Left, right, left, right, left. You will get there one day. Cameron, you can see him thinking, is this right? It might be right, it might be right. I know that, maybe not, I don't know. I'm up here to illustrate the point of conformity, the difficulty in maintaining your own beliefs in the face of others. For those of you, I see the look in your eyes like, I would have walked differently. Ask yourselves why you are clapping. And we all have a great need for acceptance. But you must trust that your beliefs are unique, your own, even though others may think them odd or unpopular, even though the herd may go, that's bad.
Mm-hmm. That's right. I like the way he
Courtyard is
teaches
yours.
and like the themes behind this movie so far.
You don't have to
Really
perform. Just make it for yourself. Mr. Dalton, you'll be joining us.
Exercising the right not to walk.
Thank you, Mr. Dalton. You just illustrated the point.
Today's my birthday.
Is today your birthday? Happy birthday.
Thanks.
What'd you get?
My parents gave me this.
Isn't this the same desk?
Yeah, they gave me the same thing as last year.
Oh, jeez. They don't even know what they give him.
This desk set wants to fly. Todd? The world's first unmanned flying desk set. Oh my! Well, I wouldn't worry. You'll get another one next year.
Do not try to kiss her. No, 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 no. Oh no. Oh no. No, no. Please don't. Either that or the boyfriend's gonna kick your butt. Oh, oh no.
What? What's Sandra's brother? Huh?
Knox, what?
Build up your girl!
What are you doing?
Oh no.
Chet, stop it! Chet, you hurt him!
Good!
I'm sorry. I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay. It's okay.
You wrote it? They're gonna come to you and ask to know what the Dead Poets Society is. Charlie, you had no right to do something like that.
It's Nuwanda, Cameron.
Look at that little boy on the right. He looks like he's like in elementary
No.
school.
The kids look like they're in middle school, elementary.
Yeah.
This is your only chance to avoid expulsion from this school.
Huh. Saved by the phone.
Academy, hello? Yes, he is. Just a moment. Mr. Nolan, it's for you. It's God. He says we should have girls at Welton.
Oh no! What are you gonna do? Hit him with the ruler? Oh my god.
At their grown age.
You're gonna spank him?
Count aloud, Mr. Dalton.
Ah, that's so wrong, dude.
At his grown ass age,
Yeah.
he's like almost done.
But he shouldn't have done it. But I mean, still.
You kicked out?
No.
So what happened?
I'm to turn everybody in, apologize to the school, and all will be forgiven.
So, what are you gonna do? Charlie.
Damn it, Neil. The name is Nuwanda. Mr. Keating.
Mr. Dalton, it was a pretty lame stunt you pulled today.
You're siding with Mr. Nolan? What about Carpe Diem and sucking all the marrow out of life? all
Sucking
that?
the marrow out of life doesn't mean choking on the bone. You being expelled from school is not daring to me. It's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'll miss some golden opportunities.
Yeah, like what?
Like, if nothing else, the opportunity to attend my classes. Got it, Ace?
Aye, aye, Captain.
But room fairy, here comes Oberon.
Is the dad in there? Oh god.
Neil?
Before you say anything,
Please
Don't
let me
you dare talk back to me.
What?
He literally like didn't even.
Didn't
enough.
even.
That you've wasted your time with this absurd acting business. But you deliberately deceived me. Don't play with your son, says Mrs. Marks. No, I say, you must be mistaken. My son's not in a play.
Who
You
cares?
made a liar out of me, Neil.
Oh my god. This dad needs to be hit with that paddle in the head.
Will not let me down.
Isn't that the classic line? Ed? Like
Yeah.
parents fall.
Yeah.
Oh, I sacrificed for you to be here, just so they can like manipulate the
situation.
I just talked to my father. He's making me quit the play at Henley Hall. Acting is everything to me. I can't talk to him this way.
And unfortunately, there's a lot of parents like that.
You're playing the part of the dutiful son. I know this sounds impossible, but you have to talk to him. You have to show him who you are, what your heart is.
I know what he'll say. He'll tell me that acting's a whim and I should forget it. They're counting on me. Just tell me to put it out of my mind for
They're
my
counting on you to what?
Not an indentured servant.
basically like be successful and
Not a whim,
rich.
show him that, and if he still doesn't believe you, well, then you'll be out of school and you can do anything you want.
Yeah. Oh my God, no! Oh my.
Max, I don't believe this.
All I'm asking you to do is listen.
Oh no.
The heavens made a girl named
Oh, isn't that the guy that was drunk at the football player?
hair and skin of gold.
The one who kept asking about his brother.
Yeah.
Would be paradise.
Talk to your father.
He didn't like it one bit. But at least he's letting me stay in the play.
You didn't
He
talk
won't
to
be
him.
able to make it. He's in Chicago. But
He didn't talk to him.
I think he's gonna let me stay with acting.
So he didn't call him, but he's out of town, so he's like, I'm good. Basically. He knows he lied.
Thanks.
You won't know anything. We'll sit in the back and sneak away as soon as it's over.
And I suppose you would promise that this would be the end of it.
Dead poets honor.
You are so infuriating.
I've been under with the tulip. Pour the ale. The wine
He's good. He's really
telling
good.
a saddest tale. Sometime the 3-foot stool mistaketh me. Then slip I from her bum, down tupples she, and Taylor cries, and falls into a cough.
Oh no.
I'm not laughing at him walking, I'm laughing at you.
Not near altar till I sweet light.
Huh?
Amen. Amen to that prayer.
He's not going to be able to do well now in his part because his dad's there. Oh God, he's going to screw up or something.
Think but this, and all is mended. That you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle fiend.
Oh my God,
before
smile,
you,
Dad. You got the stick so far up your butt.
Gentles, do not reprehend.
He's not smiling. Oh my God. I would be so proud of I'd be so proud of you if that was you. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, I would be like standing up screaming at you.
Performance. You left even me speechless.
Oh God.
You have to stay
Get in the car. Keating, you stay away from my son.
Neil!
Because he can think for himself.
Don't make it any worse than it is.
Is that you insist on defiance.
Are you talking about
Whatever
them
the
or
reason.
just you?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you ruin your life. Tomorrow I'm withdrawing you from Welcome and enrolling you in Brayton Military School.
Oh.
You're going to Harvard, and you're gonna be a doctor.
He doesn't want to do that.
It sounds like a prison term.
It's not what he wants to do.
Don't understand, Neil. You have opportunities that I never even dreamt of, and I am not going to let you
I've
waste
got
them.
to tell you what I feel.
What?
I've been so worried.
What? Tell me what you feel.
Well, listen to him. Sorry. Sorry, I'm so angry. I don't like you, sir, in this role. Oh my God, you can't stand up to your dad, Neil. Yeah, if you would have went. And I'm sorry, even if he says stay home, I would have found a way to be there for my kid. I'm sorry, I would have. He was really good. He got a standing O. Mom.
Go sit in the wood chipper.
Please. Do you see how they have everything? He has everything laid out, even the clothes. This is the way his slippers were just aligned. You raise your kids to think for themselves. You're only, what's the word? You've only made it if you become a doctor or a lawyer. It's like, that's so stupid. There's so many other potentials out there.
Unfortunately.
Oh God, what's he gonna do, jump?
Unfortunately, parents are still like that today.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not that far off the ground, or was it? What's he doing, honey? No. He's got his gun locked up in there, doesn't he? Oh God. Hey, out. Like they're gonna put me in another school. I don't want to do that. Like, what do I do? Oh, honey.
Oh God, you scared the shit out of me.
Me too. Where are you, baby? He smells the gun, not the gun. Yeah. Oh, I knew. Oh my God.
Oh, now you care about your child.
Yeah. And they all had such a good night.
He wouldn't.
Can't explain it,
It was his
Todd.
father. No, he wasn't like that. It wasn't. His dad was. His father did it. It's his father.
Yeah. Basically.
Todd, leave him be.
And I think that happens too often in life, where people just take their lives because it's just, you know?
They just don't feel like they have another option.
Yep. Is he gonna feel guilty? He shouldn't feel guilty. He did nothing. He just encouraged them to be themselves. Not be little military men.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not his fault.
No. The dad pushed him to it. Like Christmas, the old man.
You told him about this meeting twice. That's it, guys. We're all fried. How do you mean?
Cameron's a think. He's in Nolan's office right now, thinking.
About what?
The club, Pitsy. Think about it. The board of directors, the trustees, and Mr. Nolan. Do you think for one moment they're gonna let this thing just blow over? You think, didn't you, Cameron? Think? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You told Nolan everything about the club is what I'm talking about.
Look, in case you hadn't heard, Dalton, there's something called an honor code
He
at this
did.
school, all right?
He did. You ass.
If a teacher asks you a question, you tell the truth, or you're expelled.
Yeah, beat his ass.
He's a rat! He's
Yep.
in it up to his eyes, so he ratted to save himself.
Yep.
Charlie, you're doing your out.
I'm out anyway.
You don't know that, not yet.
He's right there, Charlie. And if you guys are smart, you will do exactly what I did and cooperate. What,
He did nothing.
Meeting responsible for Neil?
No.
Is that what they're saying?
Well, who else do you think, dumbass? The administration, Mr. Perry? Mr. Keating put us up to all this crap, didn't he? If it wasn't for Mr. Keating, Neil would be cozied up in his room right now, studying his chemistry.
No, that is
Keating
not
being
true.
held
It's not true, Cameron. You know that. He didn't put us up to anything. Then Neil loved acting.
Believe what you want, but I say let Keating fry.
Oh, F
Why
off.
ruin our lives?
Yep, he deserves it. Yes. Punch him again. Punch him again. Because the dad knows that he pushed him to this.
He's just trying to find somebody else to blame.
Yeah. So he can feel a little less guilty. Have them in there so that they feel pressured, is what it is. My God, this is such a fucked up school. I can't even.
Anderson, I think we pretty well put together what's happened here. You do admit to being a part of this dead-note society.
Answer it.
Shut up, Dad. You haven't been there the whole time for him. Tell the truth, buddy. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Read that document carefully, Tom.
I'd tear it up in front of your face.
Very carefully.
You old geezer. What does it say? I acknowledge this, Dan. They all freaking
Nothing to add or amend. Sign
went
it.
against what they said they would do.
What's gonna happen, Mr. Keating? I've had enough. Sign the paper, Todd.
No, don't sign it, Todd.
Sir, we covered the romantics and some of the chapters on.
Oh, you're such a kiss ass. Go fuck off,
What about the realists?
jerk. I don't care if you're a
I
kid.
believe we skipped most of that, sir.
You're the one that needs to be fired.
Gentlemen, turn to page 21 of the introduction. Mr. Cameron.
I wouldn't even.
Read aloud the
You betray Mr. Keating,
I know,
asshole.
Richard, on understanding poetry.
You're a kiss ass. So
That
you
page
just
has been ripped out, sir.
kiss off.
We'll borrow somebody else's
They're all ripped out.
They're all ripped out, sir.
book. What do you mean they're all ripped out?
He's like, hee hee.
Question 2
I'd flip
reads
the
as
desk.
follows. Once these questions have been answered, determining the poem's greatness becomes a relatively simple matter. If the poem score for perfection is plotted on the horizontal of a graph, if the
Mr.
poem-
Keating, they made everybody
Quiet, Mr.
sign
Anderson.
it. You gotta believe me, it's true.
I do believe you, Tom.
Leave, Mr. Keating.
But it wasn't his fault.
Sit down, Mr. Anderson. One more outburst from you or anyone else, and you're out of this school. Leave, Mr. Keating. I said leave, Mr. Keating.
Fuck off.
We should punch this. I mean, we should. Yeah, well, we should punch this old man too. We should
Yeah.
throw him down the stairs.
With that.
Captain, my captain.
Oh.
Sit down, Mr. Anderson.
Oh.
You hear me? Sit down.
He was never bold before.
This is your final warning, Anderson. All of you. Down.
I got goosebumps.
Do you hear me?
Go, buddy. Yay.
So proud of you.
Sit down.
Just don't waste your breath. Yeah. Good. Redhead ain't gonna stand on the desk because he's a kiss ass. Respect. Oh, look at the peckers that won't stand up.
Thank you, boys. Thank you.
Sweet. Okay, that was Dead Poet Society from 1989. What did you think about this?
You did see this, right?
To me, this was a straight 10 watching it again.
This is a 10, but I'm so pissed off. I'm sweating. I want to throw my earbuds against the. I'm so mad. Why? I'm mad at the father. I'm mad at the old fucker that went in to teach poetry.
The redhead.
I'm mad at the redhead who ratted because he's a.
He's a little bitch. That's
Yeah,
what he is.
that's exactly it. And then everybody else followed suit like a bunch of little. Oh, they can't think for them fucking self. And he was a good teacher. Why is it that good teachers sometimes get fucked over because just it's so maddening. He was there to teach these kids to think for themselves. That is what you're supposed to do, is raise children to think for themselves.
What faculty, especially like these schools, don't realize is you can be disciplined and can think for yourself.
Yes.
It's not like a one-way street.
Yes.
Of just, well, they need to have this and no creativity and you need to be disciplined.
Yeah.
It's like, these kids are not going to make it far in life if they can't be creative.
Oh, no. No, because, I mean, look what happened. I'm sure, like we've said, it still probably happens today. And unfortunately, sometimes kids, they don't think they have a way out. And the same thing that happened to him happens to kids because the parents want to control. I want to control everything. I want to control what you do in college for your career. No.
And what I hate is when they try to use the bullshit excuse, well, I sacrificed for you, so now you have to do what I tell you to do.
And it's like, no, they get to a point when they start getting into college, into high school, and they start deciding where they're going to go to college and what they want to do, and some think about what they're going to do from young, like, let them go down the path that they want to go down. It shouldn't be like, I mean, you always want them to do better than you, but it shouldn't be like, gotta be it used to be, you have to be a doctor or a lawyer. F that and F that. Who cares if they want to be an accountant, if they want to freaking be a business person, if they want
a job.
Like, whatever if they want to be an act, because he was really good at it, whatever it is, it's not, once they turn 18 and they go off to college, I'm sorry, mommy and daddies out there who do this, you can't control them, especially if they go away to college, which I hope all these kids do and they never look back and they, you know what I mean? They will do whatever the mother trucker they want to do. But sometimes if the parents are paying for college,
they use the intimidation tactic. I'm not going to pay for it.
Yeah.
And I hate how they had tried to turn it and be like, well, he forced them to do it.
Yes.
It's like they went to him because this little bitch was like, oh, well, it was his idea. It's like, no, you were there, you were participating, but you tried to save your own ass.
Wasn't he the one that, no, he wasn't the one, but brought it to you and just, they were asking, what is this? And I mean, I'm sorry. If my husband was like, I don't want you to go watch him in this play, I'm going to go watch my child in that play because that's my child and I'm going to be proud of them from the start to the end to the whatever. I am not going to be like, oh, I'm just going to sit here. And, you know, whatever you say, honey, I'm sorry. Like, women like that need to just be smacked upside the... That sounds so bad.
The back of the head.
I'm not condoning abuse, but I'm just saying,
it's like,
women also, mothers, think for your damn self. The husband don't control the situation.
And it's like their version of caring for their child is just delusion.
Yeah.
Is if you care about your child, you let them make their own choices.
Yes.
And like Keating said, free will thinking.
Yes.
To make live their own lives.
That's what he was trying, because Keating went to school there, so he knew what the school was like. It's our way at the highway. It's our way. All these are rules. So he knew what it was like. So what he was trying to do was open them up to all these other possibilities. Then what they did with it, he didn't force him to go act. He wanted to go try out. You know what I mean? That was like his passion. Keating didn't force him to do that. He didn't force him to have the club, them to have the club.
He basically said, go talk to your dad, and that was it.
And he didn't talk to his dad. He lied about it. He just said he's going to be out of town or whatever. And then the dad, oh, well, yeah, of course. There's like this much caring in you because your son took his life. Why did your son take it? Think about the last several hours.
Yeah. I just love the way.
I hate when blame is placed on someone else.
I love that he was such an accurate representation of a teacher that cares.
Yes. And we were talking, which is weird. We were talking about this like way earlier in the day about how Danny was trying to remember teachers that really
cared about their children.
How she still remembers their name, and me too. And there's just a couple that really, because they're there.
Their passion is to teach other people and
yes.
make sure you succeed instead of just following a strict guideline of, okay, we're going to do this today, but you don't put any passion into it.
Right. I mean, anybody can go and be like, here's the lesson plan. Today, kids, and I've had those teachers, and then you're sitting there like, because it's so boring, right? We've all had that, come on. But the ones who make it a little more exciting, and, I mean, they stick with you. I mean, we were talking even about a teacher that you had, that he was such a dickwad that he would embarrass kids and humiliate them or whatever because he was going through his own personal issues. That's not the kid's problem.
That's your
problem. We're talking about in high school, not in college. And that's your problem. But some teachers just go to, it's an easy job, and I go to collect a paycheck, and I don't really care about the students. But the ones like this one, and I know there's so many good teachers out there that really care because I hear stories.
And like I told you earlier, they're maybe not, they don't maybe doing things the same way that he does, right, in the movie.
Yeah.
But the two teachers, male teachers specifically, because it's a guy teacher in the movie.
Yeah.
Who would like this, who loved teaching their kids that they had.
Yes.
Because they loved what they did.
Yes.
And they wanted to make sure you succeeded and passed. Instead of just, okay, well, we're just going to follow this and you're on your own.
Yes. And see, what I always, from very small, I always wanted to be a teacher. And then as I got older, it's just the path changed, right? But I look back and I think, today, me, if I was that teacher, I could do it. I would be one of those that would care about my students. The ones that would piss me off on a freaking daily basis would be the parents and the administration. Because first of all...
And the other teachers that are like, you're doing this today. It's like, dude, why do you care? Go back to your own classroom.
Because if you're not doing something specific, and then you'd have administration. It has to be this. And then the parents, like, no, they'd be the ones I would want to choke. I would be there for the kids. So thank God I didn't go down that path, because today I don't think I'd be able to deal with the parents and the administration. And that's who it is. He had no problem with these kids.
It was just the faculty.
And the faculty.
Staff, yeah. And what I love, too, is the fact everybody in his class was different, now, obviously. But his core ones, the ones that sit on the desk, no matter how much they were into the class, or if they were shy, or they just like had different quality about them, he brought out their full potentials. Like the one that made that half-assed poem, he was even affected by his teaching. He stood up for him.
Yeah, exactly.
And he brought Todd out of his shell.
And then that pecker-headed, mother-trucking, red-headed pecker face. He's gonna be the bitch his whole entire life. Who's gonna be like, oh my God. He's gonna be constantly, oh, they're doing something wrong, and he's gonna be the tattle. He's gonna be 50 and he's gonna be tattling on people. And I'm sorry, I'm so passionate about this because it just angers me that just good things and bad things happen to good people when they just want the best, and it's just in real life. I mean, like it applies to life.
And period. I do think they signed that paper because not only was the administration, but the parents were using intimidation tactics to make them sign it.
I think of it as a parent, though. If it was that case and I was sitting in there with you, in there, right? And then you came in there and you stood up and said it wasn't his fault, whatever, I would want to hear what you had to say.
But the parents were just like, no, you have to follow this specific guideline in your life, otherwise.
But I also am pissed off at the parents because I'm sorry, and if you're one of these parents, I don't care if I piss you off. If you're going to send your kid to a boarding school...
They look like cults.
Yes. Or to a military, maybe if they have discipline issues, maybe I get that. But a boarding school because you don't want to raise them yourself, and you don't want to put
parent.
You're just a bad parent. I mean, I know there's some where they go during the day and they come home at night. Okay, understandable. But if they're going to be living there, this is not college. You're sending them away because you don't want to raise them. Shame on you. And you're not a good parent. Period.
But yeah,
I'll get off my soapbox.
And the way they talked, right? The kids, right? The way they acted, the core ones.
Yeah.
You can tell that they were scared of their parents.
They were.
And that's what they used against the children to get on the sign, is that they were scared of the parents.
Yeah.
So that's when the dad was getting mad because he wouldn't sign the damn paper.
Yeah. Well, but I love, because the way it went, and they stood on that desk, they were like, screw you, old mother trucker. We're going to get on this desk because we respected you, Mr. Keating. We respected you enough that right now I'm going to show you that we are thinking for ourselves by getting up on this. The shy one is the first one to lead. You know what I mean?
Like, he brought him out of his shell. He made such an impact on his life. He's probably going to remember that for the rest.
I really hope, I know this is a movie, but in real life, I hope kids like this, they get to a point in either college or if they're using that, we're paying for it, do whatever. When they get out on their own, they just give a big F you to parents. Because if my parents had raised me that way and I became an adult and I'm finally out from under your thumb, I wouldn't want nothing to do with you.
And I'm so proud of Charlie.
Because that's not love. I'm sorry.
And I'm so proud of Charlie for punching him, and he knew he was going to get expelled. He was like, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't care. You're throwing a teacher under the bus who did nothing. You're the first one to narc because you're a little bitch, like Danny said. You a little bitch.
You a little bitch.
Sorry, I'm on a soapbox. I'm pissed off. It just,
I think everybody should watch this movie at least once.
Everybody, because it's so good.
Like
your individual self. And think I love for your friend, because there's too many people that don't think for themselves.
And the one that, then I go back to it, with the speech he gave at the beginning when he first started the class.
Yeah.
When he's like, okay, yeah, it's great. You can be doctor, lawyer.
Yeah.
He's like, but art and love is what you're really living for.
Yes, it's true.
And that's what Neil found. That's what.
Right. He found that, and then the other one found the love with that girl.
But he's like, that's what you live for. It's art and poetry and love and all that, you know?
Yeah.
You find joy in the things in your life.
Because it's like they were just going through the monotonous day. I mean, yes, they had a little fun in their little study group or whatever, but that's really not... That's not lit. They had no, like...
They weren't living. That's what he was making the point. Is like, you need to live.
Yeah, you need to live. And he knew what it was like because he went to school there, right? And I think that's why he ended up being the kind of teacher he was, because he didn't want to be the teacher that he had when he was going to school there. But it's like... I mean, sad to say, there's even adults who don't think for themselves.
They go with the pack. And an example of that is Midnight Mass. We watched it last year. They just were a bunch of sheep.
Yeah, they're a bunch of sheep. And I've always taught, and she's always been more the leader than the... Like, if it's not okay with her, she won't do it. And I've always told her, do not be the follower. And it's exactly what Keating said. He said, didn't he say it? It doesn't matter if people think you're terrible because you don't follow what they think you should follow. Just do what you feel is right. And it doesn't matter if you're going against what everyone are.
When he was making the exercise of walking.
Yes.
He was like, it doesn't matter what other people think of you, basically.
Yes.
If you feel that this is right for yourself,
then do it.
You make it happen. You
Yes.
go on to try to achieve what you want to achieve in your own life instead of listening to what other
people say. And that's for any of you out here listening. Stop be the leader, not the follower.
Be your own person, basically.
Yes, think for yourself. My God, that's why God gave you this brain in your head to think for yourself. Oh, enough off my soapboxes.
God, 10s across the board, man.
10, 10, 10. But, it just irked my buttons.
This movie had everything. I mean,
yes.
A lot of the lessons was something you can gather on to your real life. I mean.
And again, if you have not watched this movie, go watch it right now. It's free on YouTube. Go watch it right this second because it is just, I mean, I'm not even going to apologize for how heated I got. That's what I felt in the moment. I was very passionate about this movie. But I mean, I can see it from the perspective of because I wanted to be a teacher, but I also in a parent and just holding your kid down. It just irks my buttons.
I see it in the perspective of a high school student.
Yeah.
In the terms of that's the teacher that people want them to help actually succeed.
Yeah.
In their own life.
How long have we been rambling?
Good while. But I mean, that's the teacher everybody needs to help succeed. I mean, they're going to help you. I mean, they're not going to tell you how to think, but they're going to teach you that it's okay to think on your own.
And to think outside the box sometimes and not just be, cookie cutter and, because sometimes, in high school, like, oh, my friend's doing this. So I've got to do this. Oh, shut the mother trucker up. You do what you do. Stop following the pack like little sheepies. Just go do your thing, man. Like, I applaud anybody who just does their own thing, regardless if it's not a popular opinion. You know what I mean? As long as you're doing good and you're not doing bad things. You know what I'm saying? But like, it just
the ending hits every time.
Man, and I felt he was gonna do so. I thought he was gonna jump from a window. I didn't think he was gonna do that, but it's like, anyways.
This movie the movie ending hits every single time that I watched it.
Yeah,
I still got goosebumps.
I got goosebumps. It just was, and that stupid head of whatever that old geezer. He need to be like. It's with anything. Sometimes they're so they need to retire. They're so out of touch. Like things change. You can't be still acting like it's 1950 when it's 2023. You know what I'm saying? Like
are a changing, and it's time you change with them because we need to stop just putting a lot of old people in charge. Because
I know. Anyways. Yeah. But anyway, if you guys like what you're seeing, and
please go watch this movie. I highly recommend it.
And if you got as heated about this movie and so pissed off, please put it in the comments like me because it really irked every button I had at the end. It's so, but it just, yeah. And what was I going to say? Oh, and if you like what you're seeing, subscribe, like, comment, hit the notification bell. We've got Drugstore Cowboy and Breaking Bad.
We're literally on the tail end of
13 and 14 coming out this week. And then we're going to be, after we complete it, we're almost done. They're all on Patreon, y'all, exclusive.
El Camino is also going to be exclusive, and so is Better Call Saul.
And then we're going to follow it up with that. So, and pretty soon we're going to, it's September already. Before we know it, we'll be into Halloween. And it looks like the winner of our poll
is Children of the Corn.
Yeah, so thank you guys for everybody who voted on that because we just needed that one more in there. But we have that all ready to go as well. And I just, thank you for everyone who has subscribed and keeps helping, support our channel. We just want to keep it going. Sometimes we have to take breaks because school, I have another job. This is not a full-time gig for us. You got to continue to keep supporting us. A lot more of you for it to be that way.
You want more content being pushed out or better content. At least.
Then you have to support our channel because if you don't, we got to pay the bills, y'all. But anyway, with that.
Hey, I'm not done. Wait.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say on an end note, if you have kids, love your kids, free will thinking, and appreciate the teachers that are actually doing a good job.
Yes. Yes.
that are actually trying to encourage your children instead of just being like, oh, well, they're unorthodox teaching.
So yes.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, anything
That's
else?
it. I'm ready to roll out of here.
All right, y'all. Well, we'll see you on the next reaction.
Bye.